lawful wedded husband.
To be my...
I'm 13. Not Barbara Dean's heart.
With a tramp like you?
Well, I know it hurts being third rate, but aren't you accustomed to it yet?
Oh, Robin, I see you.
I discharged myself the slut of Springfield!
Of a bitch in heat.
I found out myself what love is all about.
Hey everybody, it's me, Nikki. Chat our good sis Carly over there going through it. She wants to be there for Michael and she wants to see him and just be there for his recovery. But that clinic that he's at is just like, listen, he's healing. We're going to do everything we can to help him and take care of him and get him back to, tip-top shape. But you can't be here. So now she's reeling and dealing. And, Brennan, he has a meeting in London. So he stopped by to see her, which, is a good thing because I like them together. Brennan has BDE, big dick energy, and he shows it every time he's on screen. We love it. And we also love the chemistry between the actor and Lori. You could actually feel like this could be Carly's new person and they could be a super couple that is actually going to last and not be broken up. But he stopped over and he was like, listen, let me see how you doing. Let me check on you. And she's basically blaming herself. She's letting the past bubble up and really just make her feel bad about the choices she made. And he has to explain to her the past is the past and you can't go back there. And the past is always going to be the past. You made decisions. You can't harp on them. Yes, Carly made the decision for Sonny to be Michael's father, but if we remember correctly, this wouldn't have been a decision she made had, and I'm going to say this one more time, for the people in the back, had Robin not opened her big fucking mouth and told AJ that he was the biological father of Michael. Michael would have had his real daddy. I feel like Jason is his real daddy. Michael taught Jason how to be a father. So, choices were made. You can't go back. And ultimately, people can blame Carly for the things that have happened in Michael's life or in Morgan's life and all the children's lives. But if we're going to be honest, this moment, him being burned, this ain't on Sonny. This ain't on Jason. This is on Sidwell and this is on Holly. Holly took the diamonds. Holly took the diamonds from Sidwell. Then took the diamonds to Sonny to see if he could help her. And ultimately, Sonny gave the diamonds back to Jason and Jason gave the diamonds back to Holly. And now Michael gets burned based off of decisions Holly made when them diamonds changed hands a couple times but didn't land with Sonny. And also, Michael wouldn't have been at the penthouse talking to Sonny had it not been for the fact that his wife was screwing his uncle in DC and had took his son across state lines. And he just needed somebody to talk to and somebody to vent to, and he decided to vent to his father. We're going to continue to say that. But Brandon and her talk about the what ifs and the feelings of despair and hopelessness that washes upon you when you lose people in your life that you love, especially when things go wrong. And they come to an understanding that you can't harp on what ifs, you can't harp on the past. She harped on the what ifs when she lost Morgan, which wasn't healthy. And they just having a good time, had by all. And he get choked up, she get choked up. He offers to get her into seeing Michael, and she was like, listen, I just need a ride. And it's like, oh, they're so cute together. Also, Ava and Rick kissing in that little shoebox apartment that he was showing her because she needs an apartment and not to be living at the hotel to get Avery. This is about to get messy as hell. But we'll see what happens. Especially because Rick is going to have to explain to Molly, why are you trying to love on and kiss on and sleep with the woman ultimately who had a hand in the tragic accident that killed the baby, Natasha. I named that baby Natasha because Irene and Adela are two ugly ass old ass names. Yeah, Rick gonna have to explain that to his daughter. But this could be messy, or this could be a setup. Who knows? It's getting messy over there. Fake ass Drew, y'all know that's Shiloh. I'm telling y'all now, that's Shiloh. Basically came to Curtis and it's like, listen, now that Michael is out of the way, that you could welcome me back into the company, right? We're going to do a stock sale and then you can stay a CEO, but I want to be owner again. And Curtis is like, basically, You mean to tell me now that your nephew's in the burn unit and you have his wife, you want to double cross him? You want me to double cross him? Nah, baby, that's not how this works. I wouldn't double cross that man if he was down the hall. I would rather have him on my side than have you on my side. You double crossed me to try to placate your nephew for stealing and sleeping with his wife, but it didn't work out and you ended up getting double crossed yourself. And now you want to basically push him out while he's recovering from third-degree burns. Oh no, I don't even know who you are anymore. Like, what is wrong with you? Listen, let's be clear on something. I'm not about to help you steal this company. I'm not taking your deal. You yourself have to be okay with the things that you've done. And unfortunately, Drew is not okay, aka Shiloh is not okay with the things that he's done. He wants Aurora Media, but it's just like, you didn't found this company. This was not your company. This company was started by Julian Jerome when he was going by Derek Wells. You then bought it with Jason's money. And when Jason finally got his stuff back, he so graciously said, y'all can keep it. If we want to get for real, Jason could be like, it was my money, I'm going to take this back. If he wanted it. But we all knew Jason would not buy no media company. We just knew that. Okay, he wasn't going to do that. He got money on top of money. I got racks on racks on racks, racks on racks on racks. He wasn't going to buy no media company, maybe another coffee company, maybe an auto parts company, but media, absolutely not. And Drew is like really trying to get Curtis to go along with him. And he's like, no, why would I do that? He's trying to make it believable as to why him and Willow are together, and it's not the first marriage to end, and I believe our connection was stronger than her and Michael's, and we're just so in love, and I just want her and my company back, and Curtis is not falling for it. So then he basically threatens Curtis. He was like, listen, I'm the newest congressman on the appropriations committee, and if I'm not gaining financially from Aurora, then Aurora won't succeed. So Curtis was like, you would tank your company than see it succeed. You would rather tank the company than to see it succeed under Michael and me because you want all of it. And Curtis is like, listen, I don't know what you got going on over there. I don't know what type of pornography y'all are into. He didn't say that. I'm adding my own sauce on it. But guess what? My answer still stands. It's no. Now get the hell out of my office. And I was like, yeah, Curtis, tell him to get the fuck out your office. Because he over here playing games with you. Now, Curtis, don't do too much to where you end up slipping and sliding back and backsliding into addiction. But please hold this man accountable. Because he's not Drew. Y'all keep saying Drew act differently. Drew has changed. Drew is not the same. Drew is not this person. And I'm telling y'all, Drew and Shiloh switched places in prison. I'm telling y'all that now. They had to. Or Shiloh has been playing the Drew role for a while now. But this ain't Drew. I'm telling y'all now that. Child, please. Willow talking about, oh, I lived on this property for so long and I thought it was so beautiful, but now all this ugliness I don't know. You caused this ugliness by having an emotional affair with your husband's uncle and then proceeded to get physical with him by kissing him multiple times and keeping that from him, but everybody else knew, and then everybody else was blackmailing each other, and then proceeded to sleep with this man and then tried to gaslight your husband into blaming him for why you slept with him and for why the recording got out. Y'all thought y'all was playing games with Tracy. Y'all playing chess. No, y'all not even playing chess. Y'all are playing checkers. Y'all are playing hopscotch. Tracy is playing the long game. Y'all better not play with Tracy because you forget Tracy still has that video and we'll put it out on your ass if she feels like it. Tracy was right. You got a little bit of Nell in you. At least Nell was upfront with her BS and the things that she did, and the fact that she was an awful human being. You, Willow, pretend like you just so righteous and you're so good and you're just like the best person ever, and you're not. You're not. When it comes down to it, y'all talk about, well, I'll take the kids. I hold all the power. And it's like, you don't hold none of the power. And the day you realize that is the day you will be out on your ass and the kids won't be with you. Now, I don't believe in taking the children away from her, but she is acting erratic. I'm gonna add that she's more worried about Drew and what Drew has to say and what Drew think is right. And Drew said this and Drew said that. That's erratic behavior. That is behavior of someone who does not know what's going on with them, who does not know what's going on with life. She don't know what she's doing. She don't know what she's doing. Shout out to Tracy. I know Nina appreciated this. Tracy banning Drew from the property permanently. He can't come on the property. His child could come on the property, but he can't. And he's about to spiral the fuck out. He gonna crash out. And hopefully when he starts to spiral and crash out, that is when Natasha comes in and swoops in and gets custody of Scout so she could be with her brothers. And then when he is starting to crash out, I want Nina to tell Willow, we were sleeping together the whole time y'all was falling in love. I want that to happen. And then when he truly crashes out and takes it to the extreme, this is when we find out that the Drew that's been masquerading around town isn't really Drew, that it's Shiloh. It's Shiloh. Because that's the only thing that makes sense here. But, Nina, stop trying to, make her feel better about herself. She's not going to feel better about herself because this decision she made, the decision you, and Drew made all led y'all to what's happening at this current moment. And when you look back on it, it was some dumbass decisions. But shout out to Tracy, the MVP. Your man's banned from this property. So if you feel like you want to look into his eyes or, talk to him or have rendezvous, can't happen on this property. Can't happen. Won't happen. Can't stop, won't stop. And it's going to stop here because it ain't happening over here. Child, Maxie, Brooklyn, and Lulu kind of have it out. Lulu is still harping on things from the past, and Brooklyn wants to stop being reminded of things of the past because that's not where they are at this current moment. Lulu also finds out that Brooklyn, Chase, and a slew of other people were tested as donors, and it's just like if Brooklyn hadn't changed, Brooklyn probably wouldn't have been tested as a donor to try to help you out. And ultimately, you keep harping on the past and you want Maxie to choose you when Maxie is telling y'all both that both of y'all is messy as hell and both of y'all need to pull it together. And you're overqualified for this job, and it does make Brooklyn uncomfortable. And it's just like Brooklyn's gonna have to have a conversation with Tracy because Tracy eventually comes in after all the women kind of come to an understanding that Lulu is going to have a job here and she's going to pay her double what the last assistant was making because she's the majority shareholder and she can do what she want. Which, when you look at Brooklyn and Maxie, it's just like, come on now, come on, come on. Why are you doing this? We got too much. Like, too much is going on. Ultimately, Brooklyn's gonna have to have a conversation with Tracy because I think a portion of why Brooklyn does not like Lulu is because Tracy loves Lulu, and Brooklyn probably feels like you're my grandmother and you never really had any time for me and never really cared about me, and I'm blood related to you, and Lulu was your stepdaughter by marriage, and you have all the time in the world for her, even after all the nasty, low down, and dirty tricks she pulled over the years. You still love her, and you will still go up for her. But the things that I've done have been have been on the same level, and you basically said "F me," because she was listen. That whole situation with Dante, baby, they threw Brooklyn out. Brooklyn couldn't stay at the mansion no more. And it was like, wow, y'all on flesh and blood, y'all will throw up out of here. Edward I get, because Edward threw Tracy out. But y'all throwing her out off the strength of Lulu? But Brooklyn is family. Come on now. Anna and Laura have a sit-down conversation with Sidwell and basically tell him, we don't want you here. You're not welcome here. Stop trying to do business here. It's going to be real hella hard for you to do business here when people don't want you here. He basically said, listen, Holly stole from me. I feel sorry for trying to, take Jason, Anna, and Lucky out, and Isaiah. Like, I feel real bad. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. But I'm not that type of person no more. And I'm just here to be a cute little importer. I'm going to live on an island. I'm going to live my best life. Maybe have Lucy come over once or twice. But I'm just here to be an importer. I ain't got no problems. And they basically tell him, we don't care. Get your ass up out of here. We don't want you in Port Charles. And we're going to be watching you. We're going to keep tabs on you. Watching you. Every little step I take. It's not even I take. It's every little step you take. They will be there. Every little move you make, they'll be watching. Like, we watching you. And he was like, listen, watch me. Watch me work. I'm going to prove you wrong. And it's just like, all right now. That's a Cassadine. I feel it in my spirit. That is a Cassadine right there. What if this is Stephen Cassadine? Wouldn't that be crazy? That would be so crazy. Now, listen. It was like, it's kind of weird that he shows up and then Sonny's apartment is firebombed. Huh. I wonder if the materials at Sonny's matches the materials at the warehouse that blew up. and maybe we can, finally get Sidwell the fuck out of here. And it's just like, y'all better hope he didn't move the materials. Y'all better hope that the materials are still where they are, because if not, y'all ain't gonna be able to prove it. But we all know this wasn't a mob hit, this was Sidwell. Also, I like Sidwell because he's like, I welcome the attention. Like, child, ain't nobody scared of y'all. What y'all gonna do to me? Local police, local government. Child, please, I'm a law abiding citizen. I'm here as an importer. I got my good, nice outfits on. I got me a big ass house, Lucy cool people, and I'm just gonna be around having a good old time. And I don't care what nobody says, but I welcome the attention. All eyes on me when I walk in the room, okay? They don't know what to do. Jocelyn has decided that she's going to volunteer for the same thing that, Cyrus was volunteering for, like going to see the patients and everything to try to stop a murderer. But I feel like she's doing absolutely too much, because you might get yourself caught up. And your mama already lost one kid. She got one kid in a burn unit in Germany. She don't need these problems. Please stop. But maybe this will be the thing that brings Jax back. Or maybe Jerry. Maybe your Uncle Jerry will come back. Is Jerry dead? I forget if Jerry's dead. I don't think Jerry's dead. Now, Jocelyn and Kai, not Jocelyn and Kai, Jocelyn and Trina talk about Kai and how, football is his identity, and him hanging around Trina and just being around Trina might be good for him, not only to focus on different things, but to also, heal. But she's a good influence on him. So when Stella comes to see Kai in his hospital room, he's watching game tape, he's giving away his flowers and gifts to other patients because he's leaving soon, and he's hoping that the orthopedist will tell him that, hey, you can get back to playing football real soon. And Stella's just trying to encourage him, take your time, don't rush into it, actually heal up nicely, and then get back out there. Because ultimately, if you get back out there before you're ready, then you're going to do more damage and harm to whatever injury or wherever you were injured at. You're going to cause more harm than good. But when Trina stopped by, because the orthopedist comes in, and, Stella, words of encouragement, I see you later, hopefully everything goes good. When Trina comes by, he in a badass mood. The orthopedist told him he'll never play football again. I said, never play football again from a shoulder injury? A little shoulder injury keeps you from playing football? Child, listen, maybe that's what happens. I know a little shoulder injury was going to be something to keep the people from playing football again. Or maybe the orthopedist is lying to him because, they want PCU to lose. I don't know. But this is kind of messy as hell that y'all take this boy dream away. Well, it's time to start dreaming new dreams, Kai. I'm just going to tell y'all that now. With that being said, that was it. That was all I had more to give y'all for this GH recap. This was a little light something, not too much. Some light, not too much. Don't forget to check out my other recap reviews of other General Hospital episodes. My lives about Beyond the Gates. We will be going live for a live watch along for that when it premieres late in February. Also, all my live watch alongs that I do for Monday Night Raw, and any PLEs and Saturday night's main event as well. Mondays we do live Married to Medicine recap reviews, so be looking out for that, as well as my sister recap reviews. And I have things that I'm working on, so be looking out for all of those things. But with that being said, that was it. That was all. I don't have no more to give y'all. This episode was some light, not too much, a little messy, but very much contained. But it's gonna get even messier. It's gonna get even messier. But with that being said, I'll see y'all for the next one. Bye.